Hi, my name is Dell and welcome to Comic Snags. I bought this batch of comic books for $25 and I don't think I got my money's worth from it. I think I may have overpaid for this particular batch. So let me go show you what I found. The first one is The Rocketeer. This is the official movie adaptation. It's got a great Dave Stevens cover, but unfortunately it's got so many issues with it and I only found it when I got home. I did first notice that they had a lot of ticks at the side, which was fine. I didn't mind it, but I didn't see this tear at the top. There's some color breaks right here in the corner. If you flip it around, there was another tear here, and then I saw this really big tear at the spine, and I was like, oh no. And so I looked at it more and I turned it to the side, and what I found was that it is a spine split. That really disappointed me, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes when you see a comic book that you want, you just snag it up really quick, hoping that you found some gold. But unfortunately, this was false gold. The next one I was disappointed with was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I saw that it was a Hamilton Comics, which is basically the first publisher that made Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But unfortunately, and I saw number 3, and I saw the White Ranger on the cover, and I thought maybe this could be the first appearance of the White Ranger or the first cover appearance. I wasn't sure, so I snagged it. But unfortunately, I didn't know that Hamilton Comics had a volume 2. So this is neither his first appearance or a cover appearance of his first cover appearance. So I was a little disappointed in that. I did find Danger Girl Special number 1. And this has a great Jeff Campbell cover, which was awesome. Then you flip it around. It was a flip book. And then you flip it around and you saw an Art Adams cover. I thought that was pretty cool. Then I found Star Trek Generations. This is the official comics adaptation of the movie. It's got a nice little photo cover in there. I'm glad I picked this one up. Then I was disappointed again. I thought I had found gold. I thought I had found Batman 608, the second print. But when I got home, I noticed that, oh my God, it's got no barcode on it. And the DC logo looks a little bit different. And it says it begins here. For those who don't know about Batman 608, this is the beginning of the Hush storyline, which is one of the best arcs Batman had. So introduced a really great villain. I think a couple issues later, but the second print is actually has a lot of value to it. So I thought I hit gold again, but unfortunately, this is not it. I did some more research and found out that this comic book came with a little toy. I think it was like the Page Punchers, but still, it is a great cover. So I'm actually glad I picked it up. Was disappointed that it wasn't the second print, but still glad I picked it up. Then there's the Time Machine. This is the special collector's edition. It is like sort of like a comic book, but the first maybe 10 minutes of the movie. I'm not sure if this was given away at like some sort of IMAX event, or it was just left on those tables to pick up, kind of like flyers that they used to do in movie theaters. Not quite sure what this is. Then we have the Nam 52. This is actually great. This is Frank Castle and has backstories from his events or his days when he was in Vietnam. I thought this was very cool. And then I found Star Wars Episode 1, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the photo variant. This was interesting because when I was flipping through the books, I thought this was, when I saw Episode 1, I thought this was the Phantom Menace. And then I was like a little confused when I looked through it because I have the Phantom Menace run. And at the end of this comic book, he's actually fighting Darth Maul. And I was like, wow, I thought that actually happened on issue 2. But I thought it was actually really cool. This is after some digging, I found out that this is the first time Darth Maul was in the original story, but he kind of wasn't, because it was still Episode 1, but it was from the point of view of Kenobi. So I don't know how that could be the same character, like a character in the new original story, when it's the same story. It was a little confusing, but I'm actually glad I picked that up. I actually love photo covers. And then I got this next batch. for $80, and hopefully I made my money, I got my money's worth out of this. So this is Swordmaster #1. This is the action figure variant. It is also minor key. This is the first, this is the origin of Swordmaster. By the way, he also later becomes Iron Fist. And so this next one is the Ride Burning Desire #1 with this great Adam Hughes cover. Then we have Sex Criminals #1 with the fabulous 4th printing. We have Secret Wars #1. This has a great cover with Gwen and Miles on it. This is a Newberry Comics exclusive. Oh, and it's also a minor key. This is a cameo of God Emperor Doom. Then we have Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty #0. I believe this is a low print count. And then I picked up this other video game comic book. This is Halo Uprising #1. And then I picked up some signed copies of Criminal Macabre, a Cal McDonald mystery. This is signed by Steve Nils and Ben Temple Smith. I have #5, signed again by Ben Temple Smith and Steve Nils. Then I found Choker #1. This is signed by Ben Temple Smith and Ben McCool. Choker 2, also signed by Ben Temple Smith and Ben McCool. And #3 of Choker, this is signed by Ben McCool. Then we have Dark Days #1. This is signed by Ben Temple Smith. Now this is Avengers Arena #14 with this incredible cover of X-23. This is a homage of Wolverine #1, the limited series by Frank Miller, Chris Claremont. This is a great cover, and I'm so happy I found this one. I'm actually trying to pull together the Avengers Arena run just by finding it out there in the wild. And then finally, I picked up the Punisher War Journal #6. This is a minor key. This is the first battle between Wolverine and Punisher. So hopefully, I broke even on this stack. Hi, it's Dell again from Comic Snags. In the vid you just watched, I was disappointed in 3 comic books. The first comic book was Batman 608. I thought this was the second printing, but it wasn't. And then Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #3. I thought this was the first appearance of Tommy as a White Ranger, or the first cover appearance, but it wasn't. And we have the Rocketeer, the official movie adaptation, with this massive spine split at the end. I thought I got a bum deal out of it. I didn't think I got my money's worth. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you gotta snag the comic book that you want at that time. Otherwise, the next time you come back, it won't be there. So, that's what I did, but I'm still happy with my purchases. Even though I didn't think I got my money's worth, I'm still happy with these products. So, a month later, after I came back from vacation, because all my vids are like pre-made, like maybe 3-4 weeks ago, I went and did my rounds, and then I found this. So this is the actual Page Punchers, which was awesome. I didn't know it was by McFarlane Toys, which was awesome. And then, so now I have 2 copies of it, one in perfectly mint condition, and it also has now this like cool little Batman on there. So I was ecstatic. I picked it up, I snagged it, and I'm very happy with this purchase. The second one I found, after walking around, was this one. This is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #2. So it's not the first appearance of Tommy as a White Ranger. In fact, it is a major key. It's the first appearance of Tommy as the Green Ranger. I was ecstatic when I found it. And so I was so excited, I started running around the place, checking out all the stalls, hoping that Lady Luck will see me the 3rd time around, and I would find Rocketeer. But unfortunately, that's where it ended. I did not find a Rocketeer, but I do have faith. I do have like, I guess you could call it comic karma, that if you walk around and you be nice and you snag the books that you like, eventually the book that you want is going to end up in your lap. This wasn't the first time something like this has happened, but because I did make those earlier snags, I was able to recognize the comics that I did want. So it actually did teach me a lesson. So in the end, bad snags teaches you how to make good snags. Alright, so I just want to leave you with that update, and these were my snags.